Good morning. Day 86 on the trail. Nice night. Nice and cool. So slept well. I did sleep very well. Anyway, some funny story. An older couple came in. First concern, are there lots of mice in this shelter? Oh. I decided to stay in the shelter. Because, of course, can't say for sure if there's mice. But anyway, they start setting up their bedrolls. And the woman's like, there's no hood on this sleeping bag. So I asked, is it a quilt? And she said, yes. I said, well, quilts usually don't have the hood. Now she's in a tizzy. She doesn't really have it. She only has a baseball cap. And so then a couple of people suggested, wear your hoodie, your fleece hoodie. Oh, okay, good idea. So then these another 4 people came in tenting, a young couple and an older couple. I'm guessing, like, girlfriend, boyfriend, and in-laws, or husband and wife, and young husband, wife, and in-laws. They're out camping. They're setting up their tents, and the older pair pull out the tent, and they're moving all the pieces around. No poles. They borrowed a tent. They never checked it out. They get out here, and they got no poles to set it up. I don't mean to laugh at them, but I just think it's kind of sad that people would come out on an adventure like this and never having, even practice setting up their stuff, So, they eventually tied the peak to a overhead tree and managed it. But God forbid if they had a rainstorm, a heavy rain, they'd have been doomed. So I don't know what they're going to do going forward. Anyway, so it was interesting. Entertainment, I should say. I hate to use that term because I don't like to will ill on others, but it provided some enlightened observations. Let's put it that way. Today, 13 miles to Blackrock Hut. Yes, I called it a hut because in Shenandoahs, they're called huts instead of lean-tos or shelters. Calf Mtn Shelter, while it's the first shelter you come to once you enter the park, I guess technically it's not on park grounds, with that 0.3 mile spur trail probably takes you outside the boundaries. So that's my understanding. I will bring you in for all the good stuff on the rest of the way, and I'm going to get going. It's about 7:15. Got a fairly early start, and so I'll be pulling up early. Yes. I have some news, and I'll bring it to you a little further up the trail. Came out of the woods to this nice view, except for the power lines. Well, it's still a nice view. Anyway, the news I was going to tell you about was a couple of the people I hiked with last year, Turbo and Sir, are coming down. Turbo's going to pick up Sir, then they're heading down this way. We're going to meet up, hopefully, if we can coordinate right, and then Sir is going to join me on the trail, and Sue's going to continue on to trail days. Now, Sir has been trying to get up and running, so I may have to, that's one of the reasons why I'm slowing my days down, cut my mile, trying to time this thing out, as well as, sorry, I was looking at that sign. as well as, you know, how many miles a day he can do and how fast he can go. So he wants to do about a month's worth of hiking. So we'll see how it works out. And hopefully I won't have to ditch him. I know that sounds mean, but you know, I have miles to do, and you know, it might mean him coming into camp a little later than me, but we'll see. And Shenandoah's trails are generally pretty good, not necessarily right here, but so he could not struggle at the start as he gets acclimated to hiking again. So it'll be a nice break in the monotony of Virginia. So looking forward to it, because I was getting a little, I don't know, tired of it. So it'll be good to see him too. Very good. I'll bring you back down the road. Hi everybody. There's some pine trees here. They have 4-inch needle bundles, but there's 3, oh, we can't find, okay, 3 needles to the bundles. I remember correctly that here out east, it's Loblolly Pine. So I think that's what we got here, Loblolly Pine. 3 needles in the east. 3 long needles, I should say. All right. Okay. Here's a chestnut that seems to be doing well. And obviously it's producing nuts. I guess the real question is it pure American or is it a hybrid Asian American? It's a tough call because there were such efforts made to preserve the chestnut when it was being attacked by blight. So, who knows? All right, let me get going. Supposed to get thunderstorms this afternoon. I'd like to be at the shelter by 2 o'clock. Okay, rain's coming in, so I'm gonna bundle everything up. I'll talk to you as soon as I get a chance to pull the phone out again, but like I said, rain's moving in, so everything's got to be weatherized. So I'm wrapping them up. It's been a nice trail. Been on a slow, gradual climb. So we're getting up to a high point, and then from there it's downhill, I think, if I remember correctly. So we'll talk to you up the trail. Big climb of the day, I think, is done. Everything else is going to be little ups and downs, littler. But this is the condensation mist that I've been hiking in, with the rain off and on. Not heavy rain, just a little spit here and there. Just enough for me to want to protect the phone if it were to keep going on or get worse. The trail's been pretty nice. This is about the rockiest it's been. So, that's the green. A lot of garlic mustard. A lot of oaks and hickories. I was reading that one of the gaps, they had a sign saying the soils here are very acidic, sandy. So certainly gives an advantage to the oaks and hickories. So if they're sandy, they drain pretty well. So drier soils. And all the understory is witch hazel. Oop, someone's weed whacking ahead. Maintenance crews are out, so I'm gonna put the phone away so I can thank them for what they do. Okay, remember, Opposite branching. Opposite branching. All right. Palmate leaf, right? Like with lobes. Greenish bark. Can't see the color, but with white stripes. Striped maple. Okay. Common understory tree. Tons of it here. All right. Just had lunch. Cheese, pepperoni, tuna fish on a tortilla. So, with some Fritos on the side. But that's an idea. Put some Fritos on the sandwich. I'll do it next time. Oh, this brown earth snake. Cool. Critter of the day, brown earth snake. All right, let me get going. All right. At Blackrock Shelter, stone structure. I can't show you inside because someone's there. But heck of a well-built shelter, and this fireplace is nice. Excellent idea. Down here in Shenandoah, they use these, what they call bear poles. You hang your food from there. The bears can't shimmy up it. Plus there's a bear box too. And there's some tent pads. Down there, there. And you can just see the privy out there. Nice little spot. Had to come down a couple hundred feet on a 0.2 spur trail. All right, let me get my camp set up.